Hello everyone, I am Miss Dubian, your guidance teacher, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new in my channel, I make mental health, personal development, and self-help educational videos. Subscribe to my channel and don't forget to click the bell button for you not to miss my informative videos that will help you attain a sound mind and a healthy heart. It's Women's Month, so we will talk about how women can be emotionally and mentally strong, most especially in this challenging time. So let's begin. Sa loob ng mahabang panahon, ang mga kababaihan ay itinuturing na pinakamahina sa mga kasarian dahil lamang sa palagay ng bawat isa na palagi emosyonal at labis na nagpapahayag. Iniisip pa ng iba na tayo mga kababaihan ay walang kakayahang kontrolin ang ating mga saloobin at kung paano natin tutugunan ang iba't ibang mga bagay at sitwasyon na dumating sa atin. Although these stereotypes have their realistic basis, yet obsolete, they do not really define what it actually means to be a woman and how these unique characteristics of emotional mastery can expertly be used as a weapon to survive life and triumph over every challenge that it throws at us. Emotional and mental strength are what make women more powerful and more adaptable to any environment, but not everyone was lucky enough to learn the skills that can be harnessed from these unique strengths. So in this video, I will be sharing helpful tips on how to be emotionally and mentally tough for us to be a strong woman. My first tip is to identify your weaknesses, accept and learn from them. Sometimes you automatically think that you are weak because you're a woman. Remember, we are weak because we are human beings just like everyone else. Recognizing our weaknesses, the things that we consider the shadow of our personhood, is the first step to be strong, not just as women but as a person. You must be aware of your flaws, experience it, and accept it with grace. You can learn a lot from your weaknesses, and instead of agonizing over the things that you cannot do, use your frailties as a stepping stone toward knowing yourself better. Moreover, being vulnerable, such as asking for help and admitting you don't have all the answers, aren't signs of weakness. It is a sign that you acknowledge the fact that you are not perfect, but serious enough to serve your purpose, so you are willing to learn new things. In addition, an emotionally strong woman doesn't have to be harder than steel all the time. It's okay to take your armor off and rest your sword. Ang bawat tao ay nararapat na magpahinga mula sa pakikipaglaban sa kanilang pang-araw-araw na pamumuhay. Emotional and mental strength can be learned by accepting your own vulnerability as a person and as a woman. Lastly, deep knowledge of the self can give you a better understanding of what you need to change and to grow as an individual. The second tip is never let stereotypes break your spirit. Instead, take control of your life and be whatever you need to be. Women have been considered weak and inferior to men, and there is a constant pressure to be the way the world wants them to be: courteous, quiet, and pretty. Our culture has developed certain gender norms that can affect the ability of the girls to grow up and become a strong woman. But these stereotypes are just labeling, and they cannot hinder you from achieving your goals unless you let them. Mentally strong women acknowledge how these pressures can lead damaging habits, such as pressing on perfection, staying silent, and engaging in toxic self-blame. As women, we have a better understanding of ourselves because we're more in touch with our emotions. Therefore, don't let other people speak for you and never let them decide what you deserve. Go against the grain, set your own standards, and be confident in defying wrongful expectations. Don't let others call you weak just because you are a woman. Don't allow others to limit your potential. We have the power to redefine these labels that have limited women everywhere to be the best versions of ourselves. Build belief in yourself and don't let criticism or rejection stop you from achieving what you want for your life. Do the things that will build your strength and be your best, regardless of whether they fit into cultural expectations or stereotypical gender roles. Our third tip is recognize that nothing is too ambitious if you just do your best. One of the habits that any woman can do to be mentally and emotionally strong is to focus on a more positive way of thinking, especially when trying to achieve a seemingly impossible goal. However, maraming kababaihan ang nag-aalala na ang kanilang ambisyon ay maaaring banta sa iba. Women are afraid of looking arrogant or too ambitious. As a result, some women tend to minimize their achievements. And when given a compliment, they insist at sasabihin nila, wala yun. Or they say, no, I'm not really good. And they likely to pass the credit onto someone else or give an immediate compliment back. But you don't have to downplay yourself or your success for the comfort of others. Practice giving a simple thank you and own your achievements. And if someone will tell you that you're being too ambitious, then prove them wrong and let your success do the talking. Mentally strong women know that they can own their success without sounding arrogant. They are happy with their efforts and they aren't afraid to talk about their accomplishments. They're comfortable in their skin and know that it's not their job to avoid intimidating other people by playing it small. The fourth tip is don't stay silent. From business meetings to social gatherings, studies show that women don't get nearly as much airtime as men. Speak up and be more confident with what you have to say. Most people think that women are extremely emotional creatures, incompetent of controlling their thoughts, but the truth is, we are experts at understanding others on a deeper level. At the same time, such ability to be in touch with our emotions let us think of better and more realistic ways to take on life and the trials that come with living. So let our voice be heard and let us be brave enough to speak our minds for us to contribute for the betterment of our community. Our fifth is free yourself from the victim mentality. While women have undeniably been oppressed in the past and still may not be equals to men in some parts of the world today, you don't have to continue this belief. Crush the idea that you somehow have less value than men because this doesn't have any truth to it. Ang kalalakihan at kababaihan ay kapwa may gampanin na mahalagang papel sa lipunan at ang isang kasarian ay walang higit na kahalagahan kaysa sa iba. However, keeping the victim mentality and believing that you get treated differently than men will only keep the idea alive that we live in a man's world. The best way to overcome this belief is by having confidence in yourself, asserting yourself, and sharing your thoughts and ideas with others. So stop complaining, pretending to be poor or helpless, and stop blaming others. A strong woman is responsible to her own behavior and aware of others' behavior. Don't allow other people to control you, and you must stand up for yourself if you believe you have been taken advantage or treated unfairly. Moreover, a strong woman is not relying on someone else to come along and be rescued. You possess all the power within yourself to make positive changes in your life. You don't need to wait around for someone else to pick you up when you are down or to show you the right way to live your life. While emotional independence may not happen overnight, you can easily work at it each day if you'd like to become a stronger woman. Of course, having relationships with others who we can share our concerns with is important. But we should not ever look to others to lick our wounds or save us from ourselves. Our sixth is to love and value yourself. A strong woman understands that to be able to be loved genuinely by someone, she must love herself first. So you must realize that you are priceless and does not depend on anything that is coming from outside. Learn to appreciate and give value to yourself. Therefore, don't strive so hard for appreciation from others or compliments. You don't have to beg for love from others. By doing this, you will attract people who will genuinely love and value you as yourself. Our last tip is keep challenging yourself. Don't let yourself become stagnant or fall to complacency. You must keep doing things that will challenge your both mental and physical capacity. As you mature, your personality, priorities, and values will shift, and so should you. Life just gets dull if we don't regularly push ourselves out of our comfort zones and try something new. So don't hold yourself back just because of self-imposed limitations. Don't let your mind dictate what you can and can't do. Instead, push past the barriers even if it feels uncomfortable. Lastly, don't be afraid to reinvent yourself. Whether you make a complete career shift at age 40 or you decide to be an entrepreneur at 60, reinventing yourself is key to personal growth. Finally, there are different ways to define a strong woman. Kahit na totoo na madalas inilalarawan tayong mga kababaihan bilang mas emosyonal at expressive na mga nilalang kumpara sa mga kalalakihan, ang kahulugan na ito ay hindi kailangang magpasya kung papaano natin dapat ipamuhay ang ating buhay. It's about time that we show the world that we are more than just victims, that we are not just princesses waiting to be saved. It's high time that we proved everyone wrong by achieving what they thought was impossible in the history of womanhood. Let us stand strong and let the world see that we are capable of greater things. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something valuable that you can share to your family and friends. Like this video if you find it informative. By the way, can you share your own tips on how to be a strong woman? Comment below. Subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so you will be updated of my new videos. Till then, and have